about sirloin. We're going to do a beautiful tapas plate. We're going to pair it with a mushroom bordelaise. We're going to use 3 types of mushrooms, and then we're going to pair it with some absolutely wonderful wine braised spinach, and it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And don't forget the pommes frites. Awesome. So let's get started. So what we're going to do right now, first things first, we're going to cut this right in half, and we're going to set these off to the side. This is a baked potato. We've already had it baked, and we're just going to go like this, and we're going to get it ready for frying. And you can see it's still really, really hot, and these are going to be more along the lines of your fatty fat boy chips, and we're going to fry those in a little bit, and we're going to let it go. Just want to season this bad boy up a little bit. Lots and lots of salt. You want to be aggressive with the salt when you do it, okay? And we're going to take a little bit of pepper, okay? And then flip it over. Don't be scared. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, a little more salt on the other side. Okay? It's good to go. Good to go. Pan is nice and hot. I'm going to take a little bit, just a pinch, of chipotle and dust it. Give it a little bit of a southwestern Mexican kind of a flair. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay? So we'll let that go. Just like that. Now, that's going to go there. Now what we need to do is, gotta put a little olive oil in the pan. If I don't put any olive oil in the pan, we cannot sear properly. So let's go. Right on up. Now, this big fatty fat boy is going right in. Oh yeah. Listen to that sizzle. And yes, these iron skillets, they do get hot. Just let it go. That's all you got to do. Let it go. Okay. Got this bad boy searing absolutely gorgeously. What we want to do now is we want to cut the mushrooms. And I've got these delightful shiitakes and criminis. Criminis are baby portobellos. Now all I want to do with the shiitakes is I just want to quarter them like that. Make it really simple. These bad boys, I want to cut into thirds, and then I want to cut them again. Absolutely fabulous. So what we're going to do is I'll take all my shiitakes first while these bad boys searing away. And you can see, so 1, 2, 3 kind of a mentality. There's your shiitakes. And here are your criminis. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to saute these off. Absolutely fabulous. 1, 2. Okay? So you got 2 different types of mushrooms ready to go. Okay? And, of course, you already blanched off dried porcinis, which are going to give it quite a wonderful flavor. So let's put this bad boy. And look at that. Look at that. Look at the crust on that. We're going to let that go for a few more minutes. And then we're going to right into the oven with it. And that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Okay. We're going to take this beautiful sirloin that we have, nice crusted. Put it right there. And it's going to go right into the oven for about 5 minutes max. And then right in it goes. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to let it rest for a few minutes. So that means that we are behind the 8 ball immediately, because that bad boy's in there. So we want to get this thing going. Heat up that oil for the pommes frites that we have right here. Okay? Next. Okay, what we're going to add now is we're going to put the mushrooms to the test right now. And we're almost to a smoking point. We're not quite there yet, which is awesome. But that iron skillet is hot, so we're just going to go right on in. And as you can see, we're going to drop in the fresh mushrooms first, and we're going to let it go. A little bit of salt. Okay? A little bit of pepper. Always want to season properly. And we're going to let these bad boys go. We're not going to fool around with these things. We're just going to let them go. We're just going to let them cook. Give them some room to roam. Give them a couple of minutes. What are we going to do? Okay. Let those bad boys go. You want that nice brown sear, as you can see right there with the shiitakes. You're getting nice and brown. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what happens when you let things go. You just put them in a pan and you let them fry. Beautiful skillet. Awesome. We'll add the porcinis in a few seconds. Steak's cooking nice and nice. Oil's on. Spinach is next. Alright, porcinis go in. In go the porcinis. That's it. And that's your trio of shroom right there. Beautifully. And you can see how dry that's gotten. It's soaked up all the oil. They're turning nice and brown, exactly what you want out of it. Because we're going to pair this with the beautiful bordelaise that's just going to be knock your socks off kind of mentality. So let's just take this off. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. You can smell this, you would know that that is just completely fantastic. Okay. Before we get to the spinach, what I want to do is I want to put these frites in the oven. Now look at this. This is kind of a fatty fat. And we're going to drop them right on in. And we're going to let them go. Gorgeous. Now we bake that potato for about 40 minutes. We let it go. We let it get about 95% of the way done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it, because we want a big crisp crust on it. And that's what we're looking for. And that's going to be awesome to go with the steak that is just about done. Now next, right, not least, by any stretch of the imagination, is the spinach. Now, for that, what I want to do is, I want to heat this bad boy right on up. Okay, what we're going to do now for the spinach, and it's not last but not least, we're going to, a little bit of the beauty garlic, and I love my garlic. Don't worry about the fact that it's got a little bit of green in there, because the green is good, yellow is bad. Take this straight into the pan. We're not going to fool around. Bada bing, bada boom. We have not changed pans. We're using one skillet. It's one skillet. And we're making it happen. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. We're going to let that come around for a few seconds. Let's check out on our pommes frites. Let's see what we got happening here. Oh, this is just about ready. Those are awesome. Everything is coming together. We're just about ready to go. We are just about ready to go. So next I need to do is I need to take this, get a little bit of this bordelaise sauce. Yes, people, bordelaise sauce. And we're going to grab a spoon. Oh, forget the spoon. We're just going to dump it right on in. Now that, look how thick, rich, and decadent. This is not your everyday sauce. It does not come around without a lot of hard work. And we're going to just, heat it right on up. That's it. Now look at that garlic. That's coming around beautifully. Now what I want to do right now, let's throw in a little bit of spinach. Listen to that thing sing. That's saying a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Awesome. Okay? Now what I want to do is I want to take two things. One, just a pinch of lemon. Pinch of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, always awesome. A little bit of acid's always nice. And we'll take a little bit of white wine. Right on in there to help cool it right on there. Let it go. That's it. That's it. Let that cook right on now. And dinner is just about ready. That's awesome. Let that cook right on now. Let's pull out the steak, because the steak is looking beautiful. Now, if that isn't gorgeous, I don't know what it is. Okay? I'm going to let that cook right on out. Gorgeousness. Now, to the bordelaise sauce, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt. You want a little bit because the bordelaise sauce is full of flavor, but it doesn't have any salt if you make it properly. And then in go the mushrooms, and there's your mushroom bordelaise. Absolutely fabulous. You've got the porcinis, the shiitakes, and the criminis. And if I want to get really, really crazy, which I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to take a little bit of this dried porcini water and throw that in there. And we're going to let that reduce. And we're going to have a really decadent, rich sauce. And that's going to be it. That's your sauce right there. We're going to cook that right on down while that rests. The potatoes are cooking. This is ready to go. So let's just pull this right on out. Put it right there. Okay. All right, everything's working out really, really nice. That sauce is awesome. Looking very, very nice. Spinach is ready to go, and look at these beautiful frites. Very, very home style, absolutely awesome. Drain out the fat. We're not looking for anything complex here but simplicity, and that is complete and utter gorgeousness. And what we want to do with that is just take a little bit of salt. Yeah, you know, it just came out of the oil, you know, it likes to, you know, it likes to have a little bit of love sent onto it. And that's it. That's it. Potatoes are done. Look at this sauce. The bordelaise is cooking down richly and deliciously. That is thick and decadent. And we're going to let that go. And now, I do believe, as we let this bad boy sit and get ready for plating, what I want to do is I want to trim it up a little bit. Because I don't want, you know, as much as fat equals flavor, that's not something I want. And I'm going to take each side and I'm going to cut it right on down. And I'm going to make it really, really nice and even keeled. And then, what am I going to do? I'm just going to cut some really nice thin slices out of it. Okay, sauce is looking decadent, rich, and delicious. What I want to do is take some of the spinach. Well, we're not going to take some of the spinach. We're going to take all the spinach, and we're just going to let it roll. I'm going to go right on, a little here and a little there, a little bit everywhere. How caramelized that garlic is, absolutely gorgeous. Some of these pommes and I just want to go kind of like that, right on top. And we want everything to be as delicious as it possibly can be. Look how crisp they are. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, for the end of it all, beautiful sliced steak. Right on down the line. Okay, we're not fooling around with this. We're going to let this thing roll. Now, what I want to do is I want these mushrooms. And look how thick. Huge flavors. Just gorgeousness. Absolutely fabulous. We're going right on down the line. Look how thick that is. That is just decadence. And that is what we're looking at. And that's awesome. Okay, we've got this beautiful sirloin with the mushroom bordelaise, with the truffle and all that, and you have the white wine sauteed spinach and the twice cooked potatoes. Absolutely fabulous. We're going to pair this with an Italian wine. Now this is a big bad boy. It's a Nebbiolo grape that's absolutely phenomenal. Okay, absolutely phenomenal. Excellent, 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 excellent. So let's get down to the crux. The mushrooms, the beef, the whole 9 yards of it all. That is flavor. But you can hear the crunch of that potato, and you know. All these flavors meld awesome together. A little sip of wine. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Everything is in harmony. So remember, eat well, live well. Enjoy.